Supreme Court Justice nominee Sonia Sotomayor has roots in our region. Her confirmation process starts today. And News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
Today we are with Senator Nellie O'Reilly, and today we're talking about Supreme Court Judge nominee Sonia Sotomayor. Close?
That's close enough.
She is from the Bronx, Senator. Thank you for joining us. And we know that you've been a strong stalwart for the Supreme Court Judge nominee, Sotomayor. And today is her day on Capitol Hill, I believe. And I guess your office will be following this pretty closely. Ties to Puerto Rico and ties to a lot of our population here in our territory. And also as a female. Right now, a lot of important issues on the books, like abortion and so forth. And being a Supreme Court judge, well, that could pretty much sum it up. It's a very powerful position. What do you have to say about that? And you said off camera your prayers are kind of with her today.
Actually, yes, I'm very proud of Sotomayor, Sonia Sotomayor, soon-to-be Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. I think she's a brilliant woman. And from humble beginnings, as we all have seen, as some of the media outlets have highlighted her life. But I think most importantly, I think she is going to bring balance to the Supreme Court Justice, and she is going to represent women, in this nation of ours, and also a Hispanic woman at that. So I think that President Obama has made a selection that is significant for the history of Hispanics in America.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And, of course, World News Tonight will keep us posted nationally on that story as well.
A rare turtle known as a lather-back at the age of 50 has been sighted here on St. Thomas, and it's paid off for him in a big way. Here's News Channel 8's Lee Carl with the details.
This is Lindbergh Beach. Beach of controversy right now, but right now I have one of those wonderful stories of a sea turtle, believe it or not, that came up to lay her eggs. She had been born here, left 50 years ago, and then came back. And I was very fortunate. I got a call from people, from Carol from Coral World, and also from a Danish couple with their family and friends and children who, fortunate, took some pictures for me. I think it was wonderful. And this is one of the very special stories because she laid her eggs here where you see those chairs around there. That is because they don't want anybody touching them, leave them as they are. She's gone. So some day, some night, some early morning, the way she laid them at 1 or 2 in the morning, they will start to hatch. Some of them will make it to the sea, and off they go at Lindbergh. And first I want you to hear from the biologist Carol from Coral World, and then from the Danish family.
My name is Erica Palmer. I'm the assistant curator at Coral World Ocean Park. I'm here today. We got a call this morning that a leatherback turtle came up last night at about 1:30 in the morning and actually laid some eggs here on the beach. Myself and the Department of Fish and Wildlife biologist Renata Plattenberg both came down to take a look at the nest. Now the eggs are located about right in the middle of this circle, so they're going to be right about in here. We have about 50 to 75 days or so until these babies hatch out. So this nest is going to be monitored very, very closely. Leatherbacks are one of the most endangered species that we have here in the Virgin Islands. And there's not many places on St. Thomas where they nest. So we need to make sure that we protect those areas very well and also protect these turtles because they're very, very important for our wildlife.
People's Beach, Erica, why would the leatherback suddenly, was it at nighttime?
It was at nighttime. It was about 1:30 in the morning. And what happens is that this female may be up to about 50 years old. And 50 years ago, there weren't nearly as many of us here. She may have hatched from this beach. And just knowing, they act on instinct, and they a lot of times will return to the beach that they hatched from. So it may be that this is the beach that she hatched from. There weren't that many people here, so she assumes that it's probably still that way and just comes up this way. And that happens with turtles all over the world.
Isn't that fascinating?
Absolutely.
About it? I mean,
absolutely. These guys have been around for hundreds of millions of years.
Same thing with migrating birds and all of that, right?
Absolutely. They've been here a lot longer than we have.
Did someone see the turtle delivering? Or?
Absolutely. Quite a few guests were actually here. There was one family here that actually saw the turtle come up and start to dig the nest, and they actually went around and woke up everybody in the hotel to come down and actually see it, which is fantastic. I know I've been hearing stories all afternoon from people that were so so excited to see her. So there was a group of people that were down here and actually got to witness the whole event. They took some very good low light photos that, with very little flash, which is very important. A gentleman even had some video of her actually covering up the nest before she actually returned to the water. So it was really exciting for the guests that were here at the Beachcomber.
So this would be generally in this area, not where the hump area is.
Nope, they're probably right in here.
In that circle,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay, how's Coral World doing these days?
Coral World is fantastic. We are making a lot of improvements to the park right now, doing a lot of exhibit overhauls and things like that. We've just restarted our sea lion programs, which are very, very popular. And we also have our own sea turtles there that we have on display all the time that people get to see. And we do a lot of rehab, and we're obviously also very, very involved in all of the sea turtle research here on the island.
Paul Anderson. I come from Denmark. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at home. We're in the U.S. Virgin Islands because we like it very much.
Yes, this is back home, right? And who's this over here?
It's my wife and my oldest son, my wife, and my youngest son, Asger,
Who saw the...
who actually
saw the turtle come up, right?
yeah, and he came up to us and said, there's something big, a turtle coming up now.
Tell me what you saw.
I thought it was a whale.
In the beginning, and then he came and said it was a turtle.
Yes.
And then we came all down and we saw the turtle coming up and started to nest up here. And we started to run on every door and knock on them and try to get people out.
Carol said, yeah.
Yes.
What do you do in Denmark again?
I'm an orthopedic surgeon
Orthopedic surgeon.
at the University Hospital of Odense.
All right. And this is vacation time. for you,
Yes.
Right?
My wife is a biologist.
Yes. Let me talk to you. Biologists ought to know something about this, right?
Yes.
What do you think?
I was so excited. I've been hoping for it all my life, and then suddenly I saw it.
You came to the Virgin Islands, and here it is.
Yeah, it was
It
amazing.
tells me, which I found fascinating, this may have been a turtle 50 years old who used to come up here, right?
Yes.
And thinks that it's still okay.
Yes, she has been nesting here herself,
Yeah.
apparently.
Really fascinating.
Yeah, it is. So old
Thanks for sharing
creature.
that for us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I was very fortunate. There was 3 young ladies and also Paul and his family who gave me some of the stills they took, a little bit of video, to make sure that you saw what was really happening. She laid her eggs here at Lindbergh, and probably was because she remembered this beach as very kind of like not inhabited. So she came up to lay her eggs. So there they are, right there in that sort of mound inside that circle of chairs, and they will stay there. Biologist and environmentalist. By the way, this is one of those endangered species, by the way, and so we're very pleased that it turned out this way and hope to continue. There'll be a watch here as they continue to make sure that these turtles are hatched. In St. Thomas at Lindbergh Bay, Lee Carl for News.